Fortnite. Love it, hate it, you know it. And right now, I'm not loving it. Or at least one of the newest modes, LEGO Fortnite. One of the many new modes Epic added into the game. While it launched with great success, I feel worried about the direction it's going. And I'd like to talk about a few changes that I think could improve the overall experience of the mode. This is just my opinion, and despite the thumbnail, I don't really hate the mode. If you disagree with me and love LEGO Fortnite, that's all good. This is just my personal qualms with it, and how I think the mode can be improved for everyone. Also, most of my issues in this video are not about the gameplay itself. I think it's mostly fine. But rather, we'll get there. So, without further ado, let's first look into the almost 6-month history of LEGO Fortnite, for those unfamiliar with it. LEGO Fortnite as a concept had started to be rumored/leaked all the way back in mid-2023, with evidence of it solidifying by December 2023, during the OG season. By the time OG season ended, 3 new main modes were added to Fortnite in hopes of expanding its metaverse broad appeal, this being rocket racing, basketball, and of course, LEGO. And it was a hit. For the next few days, LEGO had more than 2 million people trying it out and playing it, an even higher number than all-time high of Zero Build. It introduced a new exciting world. For a while, a few weeks passed and interest was lost on it due to the unfinished LEGO skins, lack of features. The lack of updates eventually led to the player count plummeting. Since then, it has never reached such heights again. It would take 2 months for the first major update, Gone Fishing Update. This update introduced, well, fishing. Yeah, not much excitement going on there. The general player base still drifted more towards the usual BR and even festival game modes. Up to this point, most complaints I had with the lack of features of the LEGO mode or general lack of interest were mild at worst. It was a month later, on March 2024, that my first real complaint and worry for the mode actually came out. The LEGO shop bundles. Now, maybe I'm the crazy one here, but I just found that this was a really scummy move. Come on, trying to sell LEGO builds on what is essentially meant to be a sandbox game? The whole point of the mode was a survival adventure or creative space. But all of a sudden, I just want to build a dirt burger, a barn, even a lighthouse. Now you have to spend money on it? What? Why? Money. I'm not naive. I know Epic has to make money somehow, but really? The LEGO mode had been compared to Minecraft since it came out, and while I think they're very different games, this is as if Mojang would paywall new blocks every single update. And I know MC does sell collab bundles like skins and textures in the Bedrock edition. They don't inherently change the base mode. But if you want to build a slightly different glassware or furniture in Fortnite, pay up. Because, you know, money. So I went to the Reddit Nation to speak out about how this felt a little bit scummy. And while most people agreed with that it was at worst a little bit, well, at best, really, a little bit weird, some disagreed and thought it was a great thing, actually. We should be grateful that we're getting LEGO content. What? Epic isn't a small indie company. We don't have to be grateful that they're adding content to LEGO by making us pay more. We can and have asked Epic to lower the prices in the past, and it has worked as recently as May 2024. Which leads me to the elephant in the room. Or well, ever since May 2023, the concept of a paid Fortnite mini-pass has been part of the game. So, when the leaks of another Star Wars pass popped up, people were very excited. Until the day came. It was actually the LEGO Pass. Now, if you like the pass and love LEGO, again, more power to you. I do not. I'll go into a detailed comparison soon, but before that, let's go back to our Reddit buddies. Some said that the pass is actually a great deal. Paying 1400 V-Bucks for a cheap Star Wars skin with free LEGO stuff was pretty good. And maybe glass half empty sort of person, but I disagree with this outlook. We can ask for better, and here's why. On May 2023, the first paid mini pass was a Star Wars one. This pass included 3 clone skins, one of them being free, and Darth Maul on completion. This pass also included level ups, emotes, also back blings, and a pickaxe. Now let's compare to the newer one, the Lego Pass, as the name suggests, as well. A Lego Pass. All of the items, free or paid, are buildings for the Lego mode, while also including Chewbacca. Now, tell me which one you think is cheaper. Because the new one, I'm sorry to say otherwise, the original pass was actually 1,000 V-Bucks. Some have argued that, well, the old one was clearly BR focused. The Lego one is better value for the Lego mode, since you get things for the actual mode for cheaper, like the buildings. But the BR mode gets skins, so why shouldn't Lego, get paid items also? I disagree with both of these statements. Let's take a look at where each pass's items can be used. The old ones for skins can be used in every single new mode, including the Lego one. The levels were useful all throughout the game if you had the battle pass at the time. Also, this emote is usable in every single mode except rocket racing. This only leaves out a few items exclusive to the BR mode. Meanwhile, the Lego Pass only has buildings that are only usable in the Lego mode. I personally believe that for 1,000 V-Bucks, the old pass is equally useful for the Lego mode as it is for BR, and also is useful for festival and all that stuff. This just makes me wish that the Lego buildings had just been added to the pre-event, as some of them actually were, like this Imperial and Rebel themed structures. You may argue that, the other modes get passed, so why can't Lego get one? That's not what I'm saying. I believe Lego should get some form of pass if people really want it, but I just find the idea of Lego builds being paywalled to begin with a little bit ridiculous, especially if those builds can be used only in this mode. Let's also look at the Festival Pass. At first glance, it looks like all of it's exclusive to the mode, but quite the opposite. Much like the 2023 Star Wars Pass, these items can be used in almost every other mode. You can use the skin in Lego, you can use the emotes in Lego, and the songs can also be used in BR. And should Epic keep its promise, also as lobby tracks. Lego players do deserve more content, but it really feels like they're being charged more for less in comparison to the other modes. It goes without saying that Epic is a company first and foremost. Their main focus is always going to be money. While it's easy to say, please don't paywall Lego builds on a mode that we're supposed to build, Epic would beg to differ, and the Lego Pass is a clear indication that they think this is the right approach. Epic will see non-Lego players buy the pass just for Chewbacca and think, wow, this is really popular, let's sell more Lego passes. So, what else can they do? How can a Lego pass be improved? Let's check it out. As I mentioned before, I think the real value for Lego Fortnite, and Fortnite overall, comes from shared items. Items that can be used everywhere, regardless of the mode. Let's look at the Star Wars Pass once again, the Lego one, that is. People who play BR don't get a full Chewbacca set out of it, with the backbling and pickaxe being absent completely from this pass, even though we know they're coming to the game at some point. And I truly believe that Lego players are getting charged way too much for these builds. I think the ideal solution would be to make some of these builds free, by default, while keeping some of them locked behind the pass if a quota has to be met. Emotes would also be nice, since they can be used in just about every mode too, except rocket racing, but again, nobody cares about rocket racing. These small changes would have made it more justifiable for the average player to not only buy the pass, but also consider playing Lego. And it would have also given LEGO players more items to use in LEGO besides overpriced, simple builds. Like, come on, this is just sandcastle. What is this? This is just a rack of shelves. What? As it is, it just feels like Epic is strong-arming people into playing the mode, whether they're fans of it or not, and with the mode currently averaging around 50k players in comparison to the combined 665k average of VR players at the time of this recording, LEGO Fortnite still has a few ways to go to regain its popularity and, most importantly, maintain it. I would also like to add that they do update the game mode. Recently they added the steering wheel and other cars and other vehicles. They also updated the durability of certain items and how many you can stack. So, as I said, I don't really have an issue with the gameplay itself. It's more so how they keep monetizing this mode. I just find the idea of paywalling buildings a little bit silly. So, I do hope that if this is the case, that this has to be how it is for the next few passes or whatever else they sell for LEGO, that they also add other items. Okay, I know I've ranted a lot about this silly game mode, primarily focused to children, but I truly don't mean it in bad faith. If Epic's really confident that this is their next big Minecraft competitor or the next big mode in their metaverse, I would gladly want to play it more, but as it is right now, I can't really enjoy it. And, that's fine. I'm a BR and festival player, so whatever ends up happening to LEGO doesn't really affect me too much. Besides, Chewbacca being locked behind this weird past for at least a few months, I guess. In the end though, we as players and consumers decide what we tolerate or not. So if you're happy with the mode as it is, let Epic know. Go play some of it right now. But if you're like me and think this is a wrong approach, make your voice known too. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if not, that's okay too. I'm Flames, and oh my gosh, I'm butchering it. Whatever. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Hopefully, maybe. Okay, bye.